Let's see if they're brave enough to earn it. They all need money. They all need money. They all need money. They all need money.
Yeah, seen it all coming from a mile away. We break, we got a bug. Singing like a stone in a rich man's world when the push it comes to shove. We're free as the sun on this highway. We're doing what we think of. Ain't got tickets to a Broadway show. We don't need no country club. Starting on the battle of a one-shot chance, time and time again. Giving all we got to make it to tomorrow when the game will never win. Trying to make a living doesn't all be a crime, but things ain't quite the same. Let's lead out before we can live it, chasing that American dream. Yeah. Got a heavy load on the one-way road. We're heading nowhere tonight. Trying not to sin in the box we're in. We're all wound up too tight. Got 'em ready loose, don't need an excuse. Turn the radio up too loud. Rip the plan apart, show 'em who we are. Not another face in the crowd. Starting on the battle of a one-shot chance, time and time again. Giving all we got to make it to tomorrow when the game will never win. Trying to make a living doesn't all be a crime, but things ain't quite the same. Let's lead out before we can live it, chasing that American dream. Yeah. Starting on the battle of a one-shot chance, time and time again. Giving all we got to make it to tomorrow when the game will never win. Trying to make a living doesn't all be a crime, but
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the G Files, and welcome to the Week 11 press conference with Coach McCheesmo. A couple things to go over real quick before we look at some stats and stuff, and then we'll start answering the questions that come in. There's been a weird thing going on with the game, so I may have to take everything. Like a lot of guys can't get in their dynasties. Luckily, I'm able to get in it. But if they can't get in and it keeps going, I will have to transfer everything over to an offline dynasty to keep this going. So no big deal. I'll just transfer it to an offline. We probably won't have a game tomorrow like we usually do on Mondays, but we'll just transfer it over to an offline and set the sliders exactly the same and roll from there. So anyway, let's get into some of these stats real quick. Kind of will go over. We could go over some things for the game while we're waiting on questions to come in. Let's see here. So, what's up, man? Week's been good. It's just been slow. Been a slow week, as far as the guys practicing, we practiced hard. Hopefully we can get a game in tomorrow. If not, we'll just, like I said, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't know what's going on, but I was actually able to get in. Actually, Jay, after this, if you want me to get on, I'll show you how it worked for me, and maybe you can get in too. So, but I know I go over this after the games. I kind of wanted to show this real quick. Let's see here. Get down here real quick. So we look here. We won 49-42. Again, tackling was terrible. Something the team's going to have to. We gotta get better at that. I mean, you're looking at, let's look here. 6 broken tackles by Mims. I think that's the running back, and then 1 by Hayner. I'm sorry, 5 broken tackles by Mims and 1 by Hayner for 6 broken tackles, which we all know there was way more broken tackles than that, if you watch the game. So, just another thing, Whaley still had a standout performance. He had, 38 attempts, rushing attempts for 238 yards and 5 touchdowns. Great performance by him. He always comes out and shows out. Peasley was a strike where we can't play our games because of EA admins and servers. What are you talking about? What? What? Shit. Explain that. I'm gonna keep going. McNeely actually had 4 rushes this game. We tried to give Whaley a little bit, and it worked. He was able to stay on the field longer. Oh. Sorry, man. I thought we were talking real life. Shit. Yeah. Peasy went 20 of 25, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns. Only had 1 interception, 84% completion. He was only sacked once, which was huge for us. We just again, it's back to the same old thing we see every time, right? It's just no tackling. I mean, they scored. They scored every time they wanted to touch the ball. So, it's gotta fix that. Got to clean that up. But that win's huge. Puts us back in the race for the conference championship running. We got let's see here. So we only have 2 conference championship losses. The only other teams that also only have 2 conference championship losses would be Colorado State, who we beat, Air Force, who we lost to, and then Boise State, who we play next week. So if we come up and win against Boise State, we're in the conference. We'll probably be in the conference championship. I don't foresee Air Force not losing the game. So 3 and outs, man. I think we've maybe produced. God, well, I think I can look, actually. Let me look here. I think I can look. I may be wrong. But it ain't been good. 3 and outs have been terrible. We forced a few turnovers, but it's still nothing to, write home about. Of course, anytime this defense gets a turnover whatsoever, it's something. But let's look here. I think, no, don't be wrong. I think we can look at 3 and outs. No, we can't. Okay. So it doesn't have your defensive third down percentage. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Total. Man, you want to talk about? I bet you could count on both hands how many 3 and outs we've had. I bet you could count on one hand how many 3 and outs we've had this season. But it is what it is. What's up, Dynasty Dog? How's it going, man? I don't know what ASL means, man. I'm an old fella. So, but yeah, we definitely got to pick up tackling. You're right. Defense has definitely got to step up. Got to start making tackles. We need better play from our Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, we need better play from Gibbs, Easton Gibbs. He's our starting middle linebacker. He's our defensive captain. We've got to get better play from him. I mean, he's not done terrible. He's got 42 tackles this season. He's got 12 of those are tackles for losses, and he's got 4 sacks. But he's also got 2 interceptions. Actually, I want to say in this last game, he got one of the interceptions. I think it was him, and I don't know how to say the other guy's name, but I think they both. I'm not that old. I feel it, man. I feel it. So let me see here. Gotta go back to the game stats. So yeah, Gibbs got one of the interceptions in that game, and then Suiano got the other interception. So is Whaley the front runner for the Heisman? That's tough to say. Tulane's running back is putting up. We'll look at the Heisman list real quick. I'll let you look at it. But Tulane's running back is putting up some numbers now. He's fighting to win. Let's see here. Yeah, he's fighting to win. Win it just as hard as Whaley is. And then you got Colorado's halfback jumping in there, and then even USC's running back. And those are 2 users. So, but do I feel he's a hot front runner? Hell yeah, I do. I don't think anybody's putting up the numbers he's putting up, especially the touchdowns. If you look, he's got 50. I'm sorry, good Lord, he's got 25 rushing touchdowns on the season, and Tulane's is only he's only got 13, and then Colorado has only got 11. And USC's only got 12. Whaley's he's not only getting yards, he's putting up the TDs. I mean, if you look at that, what 13? Let's see if he's got any receiving touchdowns, or 25. I'm sorry, he got any receiving touchdowns? No receiving touchdowns. So 25 touchdowns by Whaley, right? So that's 150 points just by him alone. This season. That's crazy numbers. If you look at let's see here. We're going to ESPN. If you look at the conference standings, we've scored a total of 373 points, and Whaley's put up 150 of those. So yeah, I definitely think he's the front runner for the Heisman. He should be. We won't know till the week advances, if it advances. I know we're not going to have a lot of guys in this chat today because everybody's trying to get in their dynasties, So, and that's perfectly fine. But he's got 150 points out of 373. I'd say he's front runner for the Heisman, or should be. He definitely should be. So, I'll wait on some more questions to come in while we're. one sec, guys. What adjustments will the D-line be able to make? What's good, White? How's it going, brother? What adjustments will the D-line be able to make this week? Well, we're working on penetration. They're getting their asses whooped at the front of the line. You know, you can't win. Pressure a quarterback with your linebackers when your defensive line's getting shoved into them. So we definitely got to get pressure. Got to start getting pressure with our D linemen. We got to disrupt the plays. I was told they weren't showing up because you didn't bring the bottle of Jack tonight, and they got word ahead of time that you weren't, so they didn't want to show. Can't blame them. Well, Jack's my feel-good stuff, man. That's my feel-good stuff. That's what makes me feel good after we get our asses whooped, especially after we get our asses whooped by teams we shouldn't have lost to, like Air Force. So, Boise State's definitely going to be a tough one, though. We'll just have to, see what we can do and hopefully tackle. So, excuse me. But yeah, we are looking forward to next week against Boise. Question that you're in a Coach of the Year running. What do you have to say about that? Well, I don't do it for accolades. I do it to win games and take our guys, build these young men up and make them understand that they can, that they're not what they're only as good as they perceive themselves to be, not what everybody else perceives them to be. So winning Coach of the Year would be great, but I would win or lose, win that award or lose that award isn't going to affect me one way or the other. Like I said, I don't do it for the awards. I just do it for the kids and do it because I love it, and any accolades that come along with it, are great. But that's just I'm not hanging my hat on it. I just want to just want these kids to win. So. Boise State looks like they have the late, great Mike Leach as their head coach with their passing game. How do you think we'll be able to defend it? Well, we're going to kind of do what we did this last week. It seemed to work a lot better. We got a couple interceptions. So we're going to go into man coverage, just run straight man coverage. Our DBs seem to be able to keep up with them. Keep up with the receivers. They have about the same caliber receivers as Fresno State did. And actually, Fresno State, I think, had better caliber receivers. So, and Boise's only loss is to Fresno State. So, we're just going to have to stay on them, put pressure on them, and send exotic blitzes with the man coverage. Man coverage behind it, and hope the blitzes get home and disrupt their quarterback. I've seen that they run a little bit of option too this year, so we're definitely going to have to eat that up. Our DNs and outside linebackers have to keep outside contained, and our middle linebackers and defensive tackles are going to have to put pressure inside. So. Because they're definitely going to, they got a little bit of speed on us, so they're definitely going to try to push the ball outside to get around around the corner and get home. But we're just going to have to keep containment on them, but yeah, the plan is to go man up on them and see what happens from there. We'll just have to see. If not, we'll change it up. But that's the plan going into the game. Is to put a hat on the D line and man up on them on as far as covering their receivers. So. Wyatt, I'll tell you what I'll do, man. I'll go into y'all's dynasty chat and just do a thing if y'all want to hop in there and share your screens with me, and I'll show you how I'm getting in the dynasties. We can do that. So, excuse me. I want to say, where's those questions at? Got some more questions from Skeet. He sent them to me. Heard the strip club is open late where you're at, man. Since I can't get in, think I'll come on down. Well, come on. Okay, Skeet said, was it part of your strategy to lean heavily on Whaley? Over 30 carries, 238 yards, and 5 touchdowns. That's quite the performance. With such a close win over ranked Fresno State, how do you think this victory shapes your team's trajectory? I think it shapes it good. I think this gives these guys, going into this next game against Boise State, I think it gives them a lot of motivation to get into a little better headspace than they were the game before. Is the strategy to lean heavily on Whaley? Hell yeah, that's who we lean on every game, man. He's not just our stud. He's also our offensive leader. If Whaley's getting whooped, then Peasley's the offensive captain, but Whaley is. If we can't get him, if he can't get his yards, then we know it's going to be a rough day. And also Bodie. Bodie's doing the same thing. He's coming in. He's making plays for us when we need him to. And so yeah, definitely need these guys to keep stepping up, keep making plays. Now diving in the defense, we noticed some vulnerabilities in your 4-6 setup. Can you elaborate on what went wrong? Well, they just not tackling. We'd send blitzes home. They'd get home. We'd hit them in the backfield, and they'd break it off for another 5 or 6 yards. So, do you have a strategy for when Whaley leaves at season end? Well, Whaley's a junior. And we've talked to him. I don't think he's going pro. I think he's going to stay with us his senior year. And, there's a lot of good running backs in this class, and he thinks that he can stay for his senior year and, possibly up his draft trajectory. I agree with him. So we're gonna hopefully keep him here, but you never know when these agents get a hold of him, what's going to happen. Skeet also says, were there specific plays or formations from Fresno State that caught your defense off guard? Not really. Nothing that really caught our defense off guard. They were just out of position a lot. That had nothing to do with them. That just had to do with our guys paying attention. Reports are Whaley's going pro. Adam Schefter reported this. Well, Schefter ain't always right. That's all I'm gonna say. Schefter, he gets them wrong sometimes, and if he does, if Whaley decides at the end of this season that he doesn't want to stay for another year, then then we'll look and going forward. But I'll tell you this: we got a running back coming in. That's going to be good. he's going to be he'll be a good change. He's not the powerhouse Whaley is, but he's a little speed demon. So he came and visited this week, talked to us, said he liked what he saw, and he's probably gonna sign his letter of intent any day now. Donnell Sanders from Ableville, Louisiana. Yeah, he's that guy's going to be a beast for us. You know, he's got runs a 4.3 40. You know, has great agility and great vision. So he's gonna, you know, if that's what you were asking earlier, if Whaley goes pro, who's going to take his place? That's going to be this new running back coming in, Donnell Sanders, and he's going to be good. He's going to be good. Skeet asked, were there specific plays or from? Oh, sorry. How do you plan on addressing these defensive lapses in the upcoming weeks? We just keep hammering away at it. Keep hammering away at it, and just keep keep doing tackle drill after tackle drill. You know, I think one thing is I'm looking at the new defensive coordinator coming in. Hopefully he'll be able to next season and fix this tackling issue we got. You know, I do think Sean Perry and a couple other big recruits we got are going to help out a lot in that, and bring that where we need to get it. And lastly, while the win is significant, do you think these defensive errors could pose a challenge to you as you deeper into the season? Yeah, the defensive challenges are definitely. If we don't clean up the tackling, we're bowl eligible now, but hell, I wouldn't. That we're just bowl eligible. We're only 6-6. You got to have 7 wins to guarantee a bowl. If we finish this season at 6-6 with the way we're tackling and the way our defense is playing, I wouldn't invite us to a bowl. I'll tell you that. But and I don't think they would deserve a bowl game if they don't clean this shit up. That's just something, like I said, that we're going to have to keep addressing every practice and keep working on. And they're either going to continue, they're going to get better, or they're going to continue to miss tackles. And we're here late in the seasons. I don't really have the depth, to replace these guys with guys that can tackle or that will tackle. I won't say that they can, because everybody on our team, the defense, they can tackle. They're just not tackling. They're not wrapping up. That's the big thing. Every one of them keep trying to go for the big hit. They all want to make it on the ESPN, highlights of the week. And I don't. It's like I said, I don't care about that. I want them to make tackles and win games. That stuff comes with hard work and determination. So, but and it was like you see on the ticker. Fresno State was number 1 in the conference and we beat them. So, we'll just have to we'll just have to see where everything falls after advance. But anyway, see if there's any more questions coming in from anywhere, and then if not, we will we'll go ahead and end this stream. Let's see here. More questions. Oh, I heard Sanders is dating a Kardashian. Will that be a problem? No, as long as he can keep his head in the game, he can date whoever the heck he wants to. I don't care. It's like, who someone dates is none of my business, as long as it doesn't affect their play. And Sanders will be here next season, so we'll see how he does. But if that affects it, and it's a problem, I'll handle that problem when it comes up. That's what we'll do. That's how we'll handle any problems I have with my players. I generally try to stay, not to go public with it, unless it makes the media gets the media's attention and I have to answer it. But who someone dates, to me, is not an issue. That's on them. That's their personal life and their personal business. As long as it doesn't, interfere with the with their game, with their practice, showing up to practice and they're playing, then I don't care. Give it a sec, see if because these questions take a little bit when y'all type them. I don't know why, but there's a little lapse between when I see them and when they from when y'all type them to when I actually see them. So I'll wait a second, see if any more questions come in, and if not, we'll go ahead and end it there. And so. Hey, thanks, bud. I appreciate it. Appreciate the like there, Koji. Tell EA stop playing. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I don't know what's going on. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get out of Coach McCheesmo mode for a second. I kind of want to talk about that. How do you stand living in a hellhole like Wyoming? Oh man, there's great elk hunting here, man. What are you talking about? Great elk hunting. Painted sky, beautiful skyscraper. Man, Wyoming's not a hellhole. I'll tell you. A lot of guys don't like places. Montana's just right across the way. It's another beautiful area. Glacier Park. You got, Yosemite. Wyoming's great, man. It's great. But the elk hunting's what gets me. I love elk hunting. So, that's what keeps me here. Yep. Zero running backs. What are you talking about, John? Have you not seen the stats for Harrison Whaley? Zero running backs. Shoot, are you talking high school? Now, if you're talking pulling kids out of high school to get as far as we go to Texas and places like that to get those kids. Wyoming's just not What did EA do? Well, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry, guys. The questions come in a little later than when y'all send them. So, but yeah, EA, I don't know what's going on. Half the guys can't get in their dynasties. It won't let them in. It won't let them in. I had to try for over an hour today to get in this one. And like I said before, if it doesn't get any better, I will transfer all this stuff over to an offline, and we'll just continue on with an offline dynasty. I hate that because then we won't have user games. I'm hoping it gets fixed in the next couple days, so there won't be a game tomorrow, and hopefully by Thursday we'll know something, and I'll be able to, or Wednesday, sorry, we'll know something, and I'll just, instead of doing a press conference on Wednesday, we'll just play a game, and then we'll do our normal press conference. We'll probably do it a little earlier, probably Saturday. So maybe earlier than that. I don't know yet. But it's going to be a little different with if we do an offline, because I'll be able to move things along a lot faster. So we'll probably play 2 or 3 games, a day, and then in a day, and then a couple days later do a press conference over those 2 or 3 games. That may be how we do it. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. If we have to switch it to offline, I'll have to figure out how we're going to do it. So that's just something we're going to have to do, because I don't know if this is EA. I don't know what it is. No one really knows. No one's ever really saying anything in any of the chats or anywhere about the servers and everything. So I don't know. I just know that it took me an hour just to get into the dynasty. So I haven't heard anything on the Xbox side either. That's the reason I'm not real sure it's the servers. But we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave y'all there. and we're gonna, get it. And sorry, we're gonna leave y'all there, and we'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. I'm gonna do some thinking, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the transfer, just in case. Are they cracking down on dynasties before the release of the NCAA? They did that to WoW Classic the year before they released the real version. And that's kind of what I was wondering too, John. I was looking at thinking about it, and I was like, they left these servers up for 10 years, and they didn't have to do that. When the lawsuit and everything happened, so it very well could be that they're shutting them down to get ready for the new game coming out this next summer. In the end of the day, they're a company, and they have to. They still their number one goal is which in my opinion shouldn't be, but all these big companies, their number one goal is to make money. I can't say it shouldn't be. I mean, that's any company's number one goal. Hell, that's everybody's number one. Almost everybody's number one goal is to make some kind of money. But they if they want to build anticipation for the new game coming out, if this one's still running online, and people can still get online and do all this stuff, then yeah, it's not going to be as highly anticipated as it is if people can't play with their friends anymore online, So that's going to be a big deal as far as that goes, I believe. So, but I'm not sure. I didn't know they shut the WoW Classic down a year before they released the real version. I did not know that. That's a long time to shut something down for a year. Most time, like the Madden games, they shut them down. I think it's normally about 2 or 3 years after the new game comes out. From what I understand, I think unless they shut them down, now I don't know how the Madden works, but I know it used to. You could play if you had Madden, say 13, if you had Madden 13, but when 25 came out, you could still play 13 for about a year before, those servers were shut completely down. So I don't know how they're doing it, honestly. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, hopefully. No, I agree with you. Somebody definitely needs to give us an answer. Somebody knows something. I mean, it's not what that one guy said. I don't remember his name, but it's not the revamp, because if it was revamped, they'd have done this shit a long time ago. Revamp's been out for years. All these experts, but nobody knows anything. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, everybody knows something until something actually happens, and then all of a sudden it's closed lips and nobody has a clue. So, but the servers aren't down. That's what's crazy. I mean, like I said, I'm in the dynasty right now. The servers aren't down, so I don't know what's going on, or it could be that there's just something going on with the servers. Somebody said I don't remember who it was, said they knocked it down to one server, but that just doesn't make any sense to me. If you're gonna knock it down to one server, just turn all the servers off. That just doesn't make sense. So no one really knows what's going on. We just know that some guys can get in, some guys can't. So, like I said, Jay, as soon as I get off here, I'll hit you up and we'll try to get you on, get you in your dynasty, so you can advance that for everybody, or at least get you in your dynasty so you can play your game. I think you got a game. But anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all here, leave y'all there. We'll end it there. And like I said, I will keep everybody informed if we move to offline. You'll know, but we probably won't have a game tomorrow like we usually do because of this deal. Because my commissioner can't even get in to advance this dynasty. So, but anyway, that being said, guys, if you like the content, hit the comment or leave a comment. Subscribe and hit that notification bell on YouTube. on Facebook. Follow our page and whatnot, and comment there. You can leave comments there. I'll get back to you as soon as I can if you have any questions. And then on Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch as well. So, but yeah, we'll just leave it there, guys. And as always, God bless, and y'all have a great night.